This is going to be one of the most fun bosses in a while because what Ninja Kiwi wants us to do is very specific. So let me show you guys the rules before we begin, and you guys are going to notice a couple of weird things. Number one, there's a paragon limit of 13, but there are actually only 9 paragon speed E6, and that's a little bit of a troll. But if you take a look at the towers that are available, or I should say the towers that are banned, you cannot use the dart, the boomer paragon, you can use the tack, you cannot use any of the military ones, you cannot use the wizard, but you can use the ninja, and then you cannot use the NG paragon as well. So what Ninja Kiwi wants us to do is to buy 13 paragons, which I guess is gonna be like 6 stacks, or nah, I'm just kidding. What they want us to do is they want us to do the tack and ninja combo, which is actually an amazing combo when it comes down to paragons because those two work very well together. So let me get the action figure down over here. We started with Gerald, and the reason why these two work really well together is because the ninja is doing like all this mob class damage, and I guess the tack is more of a cleaner paragon, but the tack paragon does not have camo detection, which is the only one out of all paragons. And guess what the ninja does? Yes, the ninja gives every single tower and every single paragon, well, camo detection. And the boss that we're playing against is none other than FaZe. Actually, let's upgrade our defenses just a tiny bit. I'm gonna go for the long range attacks and the more attacks. We're gonna keep it like this, a 0-1-1, which is not something that you see that often, but this is gonna be a 0-2-4 actually with the tag. So it's gonna be a millipede overdrive. The reason why I'm going for this is because I want to cover this entire space, so I'm gonna need the extra range, and then we're also gonna need the extra pierce, honestly. Let me just see how we're doing on this one. It doesn't seem like it's doing too well, guys. I'm gonna be honest. Like, we can buy one more farm, but we're leaking way too many of these early game rounds, and I'm really trying to, you know, be mindful about the money that we're spending, but this is not gonna cut it seems like. Alright, so let me get the super range tax, which is gonna add 1 pierce, and I guess it wouldn't be that bad to just go for the even more tax, which is, I guess, well, gonna add a little bit more damage. Let's see how much of a difference this makes. Oh yeah, this is all the difference in the world. Look at this thing. It's not gonna leak a single bloon, is it? Nope, there we go. Alright, so a quick update on where things are standing currently. So we have a 002 village. I got a marketplace. These are 200 farms, which we're gonna upgrade to the bottom pad when we're gonna need to sell them for the Minneapolis. And then the action figure is at 10k. So yeah, we're kind of nearing the time in which we have to sell this thing and buy the Minneapolis finally. Alright, so let's go like this, upgrade all of these guys to the salvage so that we can get some extra sellback value and then sell all of them. We're gonna go like this, sell the marketplace as well, and then go like this, sell this thing, and if the money is, yes, absolutely. And we even have some leftover, which means that we could have done this a little bit earlier, by the way. Alright, now let me also get the balloon trap, which is 3.6. Perfect. $12 left. That is absolutely amazing. Alright, we're on a roll, guys. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. Round 39. We're doing very well with the farming. You know what? We could have probably greeded out, and I still probably could greed out like one more marketplace. If I can fit it in the rage, I'm gonna buy it. Actually, let's buy it. Let's go like this. So 023 on this one, and then it's finally time to buy the defensive towers. Alright, so let's go like this. Let's start with the sniper. We're gonna start with a 024, obviously in the range of the discount village, and also I think we could afford to give it the little extra attack speed, right? So let's start like this. Let me get the tax prayer. I think we're gonna chill for a second, and actually I'm not gonna be getting the overdrive for now. I'm just gonna go like this, get the bottle of Jerry's fire. We got the money for the elite defender, so I'm gonna buy this thing right now. It's around 42. Do we get a camo potion? No, not yet. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna have to what are we doing for the camos? I mean, I don't want to buy a village, guys, come on. I guess it's just gonna be on the elite defender for now, and then later on we're gonna reevaluate what we're doing. But take a look at this elite defender. Alright, so this is exactly what we're talking about, because the new elite defender got +1 damage on the shrapnel, so that means that we don't need any extra helping towers to clean up. So this guy's gonna be fine by himself, and honestly I'm not sure if we're gonna need to buy an alchemist for him. Let's also make sure to be efficient with our fertilizers, so use it onto this one. And you guys probably know this, but you can use fertilizers on all types of farms now, which includes, yes, even the millipede banks, and it is actually pretty worth doing. I don't think it's worth doing on like the tier 3s, but everything that's tier 4 pretty much, yeah, it's worth. I don't want to say everything actually. I'm not sure if it's worth on the IMF loan, but yeah, the bottom and the top ad absolutely worth doing. Let's get our central market, by the way. This is gonna be central market number 3, and the elite defender is doing the thing, guys. So look at this thing. No alchemist. It is absolutely cleaning everything out. The little problem that we have is that we could have made a lot of money with this engine trap, by the way, because the spawn point keeps getting moved, but it's completely fine because the tier 1 is gonna pop in a second, and we're gonna sell the elite defender, and we're back to normal. Alright, so let's actually sell the elite defender a little bit faster. Let me get both of these guys up to central markets. We do have a new fertilizer, so make sure we use it. And then the next thing that we're going for is gonna be the banana central, sorry. Yeah, so we have 5 central markets, and these guys sell for 85, and roughly the amount of money that you need for a banana central, I think it was like 135, 140k if I'm not mistaken. So when we hit 55k, I'm gonna sell all of the farms that we have, and we get a banana central, and we're gonna be on a roll, guys. We're already on a roll, but yeah, it's gonna be even better. And I know that we haven't even reached the tier 2, but I'm super excited to reach the other ones, like the tiers 3, 4, and 5, because we're gonna have a super high degree on like all of these paragons, like both the ninja and the tack, and we even have Geraldo, so that's gonna be super cool. But there we go, we get the banana central, which is really really important. Let me get another NG. I guess it's not gonna matter if we have it in the range of a discount village as well. Alright, so round 59, the boss is gonna appear. Tier 2 is gonna appear in a second. So I want to get the mat, but I want to try out the new mat, which actually has a lot of extra damage, it seems like, to the ability. And the damage increase was like super ridiculous. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I think it was like, went from something like 18 bonus damage to like 250 or something like that. It's that kind of a ridiculous change. So let's actually buy it and test it and see how it does versus an actual boss. So the ability is ready instantly, and I'm actually gonna target away from the boss, and in 3, no, you know what, actually, you know what, we can do this. We can even just give it an alchemist for a little bit extra attack speed, because it does affect the ability. And let's use the ability onto phase and see what it does. So 3, 2, 1, and let's see what it's gonna do. Oh my god, what is happening to this boss? It just deleted the entire shield and the skull, and it's still going. No, this is insane. All right, I need to give this guy an overclock. All right, this thing is, wait, this is insane. Why is it so strong now though? Wait a minute, I knew that this thing was good. I didn't know it was insane. Oh, we even have a regen from Geraldo. This is gonna be so fun actually. So let's overclock, and now let's use the ability, and I used it at the wrong time, but it's still gonna do. Oh my god. This is the elite boss that you're watching, by the way. This is not a normal boss. Yep, this guy deserves a video of his own. Yep, absolutely. Alright, so let's proc the next skull, and I'm gonna use a rejuve, actually. So let's wait for him to do this little jump, and then get the rejuve going. Let's use the overclock, and I'll go like this, and is it gonna beat the entire thing by itself? Oh, no. Actually, phase does a jump. If phase doesn't do a jump, this thing just like, I don't know, probably takes out like 2.5, or probably 3 skulls by itself. Oh, we need to rejuve, actually, so that we can get the ability going, so we can defend these guys at the back. That was super close. And let's aim the ability towards the boss, and that is absolutely insane what this ability does. Yeah, this guy definitely deserves a video of his own. And you know, guys, know what? It is gonna get the video of its own, because I cannot wait to try that. And we can actually god boost this thing. Like, what if we give it like an energizer and the cooldown is like always up? What if we like ultra boosted and it has this insane attack speed? We can maybe even give it a temple or something like that. Oh my god, I cannot wait to do that. And now you guys know what's up. I'm just gonna be placing a bunch of 420 farms, so let me just get the farming going, and I'm gonna see you guys in a second for the tier 3 with hopefully the tack paragon. Alright, so tier 3 is about to come out, and we need to do a couple of things. So number 1, I got all these sacrificial towers. Let's get the tack paragon. I think I'm gonna put in like, how much? Let's make it like an even $100,000. What's the degree that we're gonna get, by the way? It's gonna be a 33. That should be more than enough actually for the tier 1. Let's hook this guy up to a tech bot as well, so that the abilities triggered by themselves. It is set on strong, so the meteor gets targeted onto the boss. And let me get this thing. I'm gonna get an archmage. Actually, let's have the archmage like this as the D camo, and maybe place a couple of shimmers like here on the sides as well, because the archmage is not gonna be able to cover the entire map. Alright, so you guys might say this is the absolute worst spot for the tack paragon, and you will be actually wrong, because when the ability triggers, look at this thing, when the super maelstrom triggers, it covers the entirety of the map. And this is exactly what Ninja Q wanted us to do, by the way. Yes, and it's actually melting the boss, but we're having a little bit of trouble, because if I remember correctly, the way that this phase camo and decamo thing works is it procs every 12 seconds. So I think like you can decamo him, but it's only gonna last for 12 seconds, and it alternates. Like, you cannot do anything to him in the next 12 seconds unless your tower has like innate camo. And while the tag doesn't have innate camo, so the damage is gonna be basically with 50% uptime, give or take. So that's why we also need to get a little bit stronger paragon for this one, and we're gonna need a stronger paragon for the next tiers as well. So let's be mindful about that. Yes, but look at the super maelstrom. So we actually do need phase to be a little bit closer to the tack paragon in order for the tack paragon to do its thing. But like this, even with the super maelstrom ability, it seems to be handling it, or is it? I'm not sure, because by this point any other paragon would have had phase like pretty much done, I want to say, because it's round 85. So yeah, let's see how we do in the next few rounds. So we get the super maelstrom activated, we decam out phase, and he's on the second loop. So it's not looking too bad, I'm gonna be honest, but we're gonna need the damage to speed up, because we're pretty much halfway there, I feel like. Yeah, there we go. We do the damage, and then we take a break, and then look at this thing. Nothing is damaging the boss. That's insane. I don't know, guys, this is getting a little bit close, because it's round 91, and by this point any other paragon would have dealt with phase, but the attack is not, just because of the innate camo. So what this tells me is that we're gonna need to, oh, like, wait a minute, I forgot to play these guys. Yeah, so let's just keep placing a couple of these stones. But what this is telling me is that we're probably going to need a super high degree on both paragons, especially the ninja one later on. So yeah, 33 is just not gonna cut it seems like. So this is gonna be the last skull. Hopefully we do well with this one. Hopefully the spawn point actually doesn't get moved in a spot in which the attack cannot target. Oh, wait a minute, there's no skull left. I thought there was like one skull left but there we go. We defeated tier 3. That's really good. Actually, that's really relieving, I gotta be honest. So let's sell the tack paragon and let's make sure that I guess we should try for a little bit of a higher degree in the 33 is what I'm saying. So max investment, and then we're gonna buy all sacrificial towers, and then all of these guys, the paragon power torrents that we currently have on the field, are gonna be the ones that we're gonna be using. Okay, and let's get started. So can we place a paragon power torrent? Yes. This is gonna make it a total of 10 for this one. All right, so let's do all out onto the tack paragon. This is gonna be as high of a degree as it's gonna be in the entirety of the game, and that is a 70. I love a degree 70. Yes, there we go. That's really good, actually. And can we afford to get a degree 1 ninja with the 700,000 that we have left over? I'm pretty sure that we can. Yeah, there we go. All right, this is absolutely perfect. Now the ninja is not gonna be doing the damage. Let's be clear about that. And it's only here to do this, to give it camo detection to the tack. And again, I feel like the tack is gonna be able to handle this thing. So let's see how it does versus the tier 4. So this is gonna be a degree 70 on the tack, and also let's make sure we hook it up to a tech bot. And oh my god, Amir, that was a great entrance to the tier 4. Let's see how it's gonna. Oh no, this is what's happened. It's not even close. Wait a minute, it's like the ninja is doing the thing by itself, I feel like. Yes, look at those charges, but also I feel like the tack is doing a decent amount of work as well. And also the super maelstrom has a huge uptime. So this is, oh my god, this is going so good. All right, there we go. That is absolutely perfect. I cannot wait for the tier 5 actually. The tier 5 is gonna be amazing because, well, if I don't forget to place these paragon power totems, it is gonna be amazing. But let's try and get as high of a degree as possible on the ninja. Yeah, this is how it was supposed to look like on the tier 3. This is like, we just needed the ninja, it seems like. Yeah, so that's what they want you to do. They want you to get a ninja paragon, it seems like, for the tier 3, which is, well, it's not impossible, but it's a little bit out there for the tier 3, so I guess you kind of had to struggle. Actually, you know what, if you don't want to get a ninja for the tier 3, you could go for something like a super buffed Mad, because apparently now does like 1 million damage to bosses in the mob class Bloons. But yeah, there we go. This is gonna be tier 4, so absolutely I'm gonna sell the let's sell the ninja paragon now because we don't need it anymore, but we are gonna need some camo detection. So let's go back to our trusty archmage for that. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys at the tier 5. I'm gonna try and get as high as possible on the ninja paragon. So let's place a couple of paragon power torrents. Let's sell everything that we have, and I'm gonna see you guys in a second. And this is it, guys, 119, and we need to start selling. So I picked up a favorite trades both inside the special pop regions thanks to the Dorgan Monkey knowledge. So let's sell all of our farms, get a bunch of cash for these guys, and then we're gonna go for the ninja paragon. Let's see how much we're gonna end up with. I'm also gonna sell Geraldo, but he is, let's sell the action figure as well. Let's sell the archmage because we're not gonna need it. One more paragon power totem. Oh, business village on the side. And how much are we left with? 3.1 million. We can actually sell this one as well. There it is. And this guy over here is gonna be our ascended shadow. So let's do it like this. How much money can we put into this thing? 2 million. So we're gonna have, oh, way over from the little bit, it seems like. But let's see what's the degree that we're gonna get onto the paragon. It's gonna be a 75. Yeah, this thing is gonna demolish it. But this is the most important thing, right? Giving camo detection to attack paragon. All right, so these two paragons versus phase, absolutely nothing else on the track. Let's see how they're gonna do. So I can already see the charges going to down from the ninja paragon, which is gonna be super important, and that we are gonna need. Yes, look at this thing. It's a light show, guys. It looks so good. Yeah, Ninja Q knew exactly what they were doing when they allowed us to only use the tack and the ninja, because they wanted us to use this specific combo. Like, these two work very well together. I want to check something though. So phase emits this like pulse which breaks the camo detection onto your towers, but does that work on the innate camo that you get from the ninja paragon? It seems like the answer is no. Yeah, look at this thing. So for example, if I had a village giving camo detection to another tower, that camo detection would have gotten broken every 12 seconds. But when it comes to the ninja paragon giving camo detection to the tack, it doesn't get broken, so it's permanent. That is actually really good to know. And yeah, this is exactly what's happening onto this one. So the meter is not gonna miss, by the way. Let's see how much that is gonna do. It's not gonna be too much. But yeah, this is exactly what Ninja Q wanted us to do, and I gotta admit we might have went a little bit overboard with the paragon. So it's 70 and 75, but come on, guys, this is so satisfying. Just look at this light show that we're witnessing. And what a perfect boss to end the year on, because this is gonna be the last one for the year. I guess the last one made by Ninja Q. We might do a video on it. I want to test the math, and I also want to see if a single attack can beat an entire boss by itself. But until we get to that point, yeah, this is pretty much gonna be the last boss from Ninja Q. So there we go, the tier 5 phase getting defeated, and let's just see what is the insta monkey that we're gonna get. And that's gonna be a 040 Buccaneer. I think I have these guys gold border, but I'm not exactly sure. And yeah, let's just check the pops onto both of these guys. So 26 on the ninja. We just bought it. Obviously this guy carried because he's super strong, but the attack at 17 as well. Degree 70 attack, and that's just so good. And that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.